Welcome, Cancer, to your reading. Messages from your person. This could be a person that first came to mind when you first read or saw the title of the reading. So it could be your current partner, it could be somebody that you haven't been with for a few months or even for a few years. This is just the message that they want to tell you at this time. So Cancer, what I can see is that this person would love to make a move towards you. They really want to make a move towards them. But however, they are feeling very, I would say, almost embarrassed about what has taken place between you. I think they went through a period where they felt very insecure with you, or perhaps they felt that you were like too good for them, or you had more to offer than them, and there might have been a third party situation, and that doesn't necessarily mean they might, a full-on cheat, but maybe they started to flirt with other people, started to text other people. This just kind of came about because of complete and utter insecurity on their part. Sometimes when one person feels like they're more in love than the other person, this too can create like insecurity and fear and not the best behavior. And I think this person definitely was driven to definitely some kind of a third party situation, and that could have been, like I said, it could have been anything. And I think what happened was you found out about it, and that was it for you. You just didn't want to know anything further more about it, and they actually were full of regret. They couldn't believe like they had lost somebody like you, and they couldn't believe their behavior, that they really felt completely like, oh man, what did I do? What have I done? And the only thing I can tell you, unfortunately now, Cancer, they're still feeling quite defensive. They're not over this feeling of inadequacy that brought this about. So I'm getting, as much as I'm getting that they really want to reach out and talk to you and explain things to you, they're still holding their position of, I'm not good enough. That Cancer didn't perhaps love me enough. I was out of my league. They're still feeling the remnants of this kind of the situation. So I don't see them reaching out at this point. But they do want you to know that they are full of regret and remorse. I mean, look how sad these two people are, out in the cold. They're not even looking up at the window, which can offer opportunity and solutions. They're just limping along, cold, barefoot in the snow. They really are hard on themselves, and they're feeling completely out. And this is how this person is doing. The only thing is they also, you just have to know that they're not over this, whatever caused them to behave this way. There's still like a lingering of this feeling. So I'm going to take the oracle cards, and let me just pull a few cards from the love oracle to see if we can get additional messages from your person at this time. So the first card I get is, you're better off without me. So they're letting you know that at this time, because they are still in this mindset and they're not really doing much work to get out of it, you are better off without them. You move ahead, you do what you need to do. You don't worry about what this person is going through, because this is their journey. This is their work to do. And you, at this point, Cancer, you can't do anything to help them. They have to do their work. I would commit to you now if I had a chance. Yes, 100%. They are so full of remorse, but on the flip side of the coin, they're not willing to really look at what was underlying their behavior. They're still defending it. And when somebody is in this really defensive position, there's not much you can do, unfortunately. Okay, the third card we get is you captured my mind, body, and soul. They were really taken with you, Cancer. Really, really taken with you. And like I said, sometimes when the harder you fall in love, the more fear comes up, because you know that if anything happens, not that you did anything, this was really instigated by their underlying insecurity. They couldn't, this person was completely captivated by you. And because of that, this fear and insecurity rose up. And then I'm going to take one more card to see their message for you at this time, Cancer. Let's see what this says. Will you ever forgive me? Okay, so at the end of the day, Cancerian, really, I think what this person would ultimately love is just to know that you would forgive them. That you would forgive them for this kind of behavior. So those are the message I have for you now. The last card I want to pull is a spirit animal card that your person just wants you to know the energy that they feel would be best for you at this time. And the card that I pulled for you was the mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. So at this time, Cancerians, I think you just go about your business, day-to-day business. And that means, you're just taking care of yourself, doing things that are good for you, just tending to the small things, making sure your days are nice and bright, and you meeting good people, and you having a little bit of fun, and you enjoying your work. That's the best thing you can do for yourself at this time. So that is your reading, dear Cancerians. I hope you enjoyed it. Please take care of yourselves.